So on the John Deere planters, on these, this is called a knockout wheel. We're taking out all these flaps. Where are we at here? There we go. It's already knocked out all these, but it sits in here. Take the wheel, sit in the groove, pops in just like that. That easy. It is a few, just like that. When your plate sits in here, the wheels will pop the seat out right there. Roll all the way around. Just like that. Well, we just got done with the hay barn. I had to steal Matt's camera because mine died. I stole his truck today. His little girl's sick. He's home taking care of her. We just got to our second place today. I tagged one calf this morning at the hay barn. Those are our new heifers. When I say the hay barn, that's just what we always call the place. But one of our new heifers had another calf, so I got it tagged. It's a girl. We're getting here to our next place. And as you can tell, they're already waiting for us. Just, they always want the feeder, you know? It's never that they appreciate us. They just want the feed. It's a little rude if you think about it. But we'll take care of them like we always do. They don't appreciate, oh, shit. They're getting rammy. They keep plowing into me. Guess that's the problem when you got the feed. Little baby calf. That's pretty well the end of it right there. It doesn't take long. Just kind of, we got all their feed, so that's kind of how she goes. And you just kind of gradually drive around the old pond here. It's a short lot that we keep them all locked up in, just to make sure that they're keeping close encounters towards the feed, the water, so they don't have to wander off on a when they have their calves, because if they leave their calves at a certain spot, they got to travel a long ways for feed or water. They'll neglect their calf for a while, and we don't want that at all. So that's where we're at the moment. I got both bean planters ready to go yesterday. I can't remember what else I did yesterday. I did a lot of prescription work yesterday. And then today we're working a little bit on the corn planter. I also changed filters on the sprayer yesterday and got it somewhat ready to go. Which we still got work to do today. We got to change tires, change brakes, and change a couple of hoses. We still got a lot of work to do yet before we get ready. Last year we started on the 12th of April, which the 10-day forecast looks pretty rough. It looks like there's going to be 35 for a low and 55 for a high. So we're really hoping that that's going to change, because we'd like to get started early again this year. Mid-April's early for us. We used to start in the second week of May. And I was done planting corn by the 26th of April last year. which is pretty relaxing. So we're gonna try to do that again, hopefully, if the temperatures come up. We gotta get the planter going. We're debating whether we need to put new disc openers on it, which is the blades that I showed you guys in the previous video, which I can show you again. But we're debating whether we need to put them on because they come new at 15 inches and ours is close to 14 and a half. They say when it gets around that 14 and a half, you need to replace them. But on these newer style planters, apparently they up the price on a lot of stuff that you got to put on the planter new when you rebuild it, which is what you got to do after it hits 14 and a half. So we're debating whether we want to do that this year, or means they're just kind of on the edge. We could run it one more year, and then we know that they'll need replaced, and then we could do it next year, which is Dad's decision. It's not mine, but that's where he's contemplating. Regardless, he said that he's going to make up his mind pretty quick. We should have probably went through our planter a little bit quicker, but we've been so busy with our heads cut off and running around. We had tractors breaking down left and right, it feels like, which we haven't put a lot of parts on our tractors, so I guess it's just one of those years where everything wanted to happen at once. But he's been running around getting everything fixed, so we just kind of been having a lot of side projects that's kept us away from getting the planters ready and all the equipment. But now that we know what to replace, we're going to get started on that. He's been making some phone calls today. I think they're going to bring us a sample. Not really a sample. They're going to bring us one blade. And on a planter, it's 2 blades per row. And we plant 24 rows, so 48 disc openers is what it requires. They're going to bring us one because they said they changed the design of it or something like that. So they're bringing us one. We're going to decide what we want to do there or not. And that's 2 calves running. I don't quite know what just happened there. I don't know if those are 2 calves or if those were 2 dogs. I really couldn't tell. They just took off into the timber though. That's not a good sign. I'll let their moms call them back up. I'll have to come back out probably tonight and come get them. Anyways, so yeah, we're debating what we got to do on that. We still got to fix the cylinder on our VT yet, and those have to be dogs. They are just running full bore up the hill. And we got to finish the liquid trailer. We got plenty to do, to say the least. We just got done checking around the timber here. It's a short lot, so I just come around here, and they're finishing eating up here at the bunks. So that's where we're at the moment. We're gonna head out to the next spot and see what happens. Well, we just got here to the 3rd place for the day. I mean, I've been here. You guys just haven't been here. You've been here, I haven't been recording. Anyway, I went out and they ran through the cattle. No new calves. I think the calf was born yesterday. So I'm assuming that Matt seen the calf, realized it was doing good, but the mom was not close to the calf. So he left it, because if the mom's not close, you can't tag the calf, because you don't know what the mother is. Well, I had to do the same, because the calf is huge, and there's no mom next to it. These are all our heifers we kept out of the whole bunch that we sold. So usually every year we'll keep a certain amount of heifers that we fatten out or feed. For our feeder calves, we'll keep a certain amount, the best looking ones, the ones we want to keep, the nice ones, and we'll keep them and raise them, and we'll put them into the herd. Look at them all, they're hungry. We'll keep them, raise them up, and then we'll call out some of our old cows that we have in our herd, which when I say old, I mean 8 to 9 year olds, that just basically are going to end up giving us trouble in the long run, because once cows get too old, they're kind of like humans. They start having trouble, feeding themselves, eating. They just need somebody to look after them 24/7, and we just don't have the time to do that. And then once they go down or they can't have a calf anymore, they're pretty well useless to us. So we have to keep our herd at a younger age. So we keep our new heifers every year, some at least, and then we'll call out the old ones and get them out of here. That's pretty well the whole gist of the cattle operation at the moment. And we've been calving, every herd is calving right now. They've all been doing pretty good so far. A lot of calves on the ground. Matt's done a good job taking care of them, keeping them alive. And yeah, so 3rd place down. The other places are in Ewing, which is where we're gonna head. But first, I gotta head out to the grain bin. Jeffrey's hauling a little bit of beans today. So I'm gonna head out there and help him clean out a grain bin. And I'm gonna help him clean out a grain bin because one second. The landlord that we got the bin from just prefers that everybody, there's not, how do you put it? He prefers that if there's only one person there, that they do not get in the bin, just in case if something was to happen. We do as he asked, which is totally understandable considering all the bin accidents that have been happening lately. So I'm gonna head out there and clean up what Jeffrey has left so far. Then we'll do the chores in Ewing. And then I believe we're gonna head home and start working on the planter or the sprayer. The planter or the sprayer? Probably the planter first. It's more important at the moment. And that's where we're at today. So lots to do. We'll get her done. And after Jeffrey gets this grain bin hauled off, which I believe he has, I want to say he has 3 loads left in the grain bin, so he might be able to get that done today. And then he's got 10,000 bushel to haul at the house yet. So this will clean up the grain bin floor of where he's at, and then he'll head to the house and start hauling from there. So he's moving now. He's getting a lot done. Well, I went and got Jeff loaded, which he helped me out a little bit there too. But just now getting here to the bull lot. I just went and fed our 4 bulls that we kept out of the feeder calves that we sold. We kept 4 of them because they look really good, and we could use a little bit more bull power. And it looks like these guys might need a hay bale today, which I can do after lunch. Got 13 of these guys in here, maybe 12 now, I think. Anyways, I was here Sunday, I believe, and these a-holes wanted to, I guess, fight, and they got out of the pen, of course. Knocked the gate over, got out on the road, just caused a bunch of trouble. We're gonna get them fed, and then we are gonna go check the cows here, make sure that we don't have any new calves, and then we'll be done choring for the day until this evening.